My fellow Cape Lander, it is indeed an honor for me today to introduce to you the United Cape States and the Presidium Council. Die Presidium is 'n groep lede wat ons land tussen of gedurende die interim gaan lei, waar mense staan as 'n eenheid en ons gaan besluit saam. En mense vra vir my, hoekom gebruik ons nou 'n Presidium Council en wat is dit eintlik? Kom dit nie van die Romeinse wêreld af? Ja, dit doen. The reason we've elected a Presidium is that as a Presidium, there are at least 3, possibly 5 men who are going to lead this interim period. The reason we put this into place is simple. We want to avoid corruption and we need to establish trust in our people. Or the Presidium needs to be trusted by the people. So in order to do that, we have now elected to put a group of men. If somebody wants to try and purchase or corrupt a single man, it's easy, but to corrupt a group, very difficult, especially if there's one man who is a straight-laced, straight-arrowed gentleman or lady. So as we move forward, the Presidium is going to lead us into this transitional period. By way of introduction of the Presidium Council, I'd like to introduce you to Elroy Baron and Patrick Melly, two very, very wise men who have come a long way, not only in the political area as Elroy has done, and so has Pat, but in understanding their people. Patrick has a long history, and as an economist, he is going to guide and lead us through the tricky times that are going to be ahead as we build this new, powerful, fantastic first world nation. Elroy is ensuring that the Khoi and the San and the coloured people are not left behind. When I say coloured, I mean the brown folk. We do not want them to be left behind as they were in the apartheid era, or again as they were under the ANC. So ensuring their involvement and inclusion, Elroy is going to assist us to maintain the understanding that the Aboriginal Council shall form part of the legislature. These things we will discuss in great length with you later on. We as Cape Landers come from all over the planet, specifically the Khoi and the San, who are locally found, the Hollanders, the Germans, the French, those from the British Isles, and even the Americas. The slaves that we brought in from Indonesia, Malaysia, and India. All of us together form this melting pot, and the Afrikaans language is derived from the blending of all of these nations. A new language was developed and a new people was developed. But we are first world people, and as a result, we come from a first world and we will again develop a first world nation. Onthou, ons is eerste wêreld mense. Ons kom van die eerste wêreld af. Van die eerste wêreld af. En as ons nou hier sit as broers en susters, ons gaan weer moet ons nasie herbou. Very quickly, the United Cape States is going to develop into this first world nation. Remembering we come from a long line of inventors. For example, heart transplant, the CAT scan, the creepy crawly, Pratley's putty, just to name a few. Never mind the dollars that avoids the damage to erosion or by erosion from the sea. These are things that we have discovered and manufactured. Never mentioning, of course, the rooivalk of the meerkat. You know, we have a history. And as a result, we are going to again become this first world nation. And while we're talking about that, we'll address the international world. All of the expats that are Cape Landers, that are living abroad in America and the UK and Australia and Germany and China even. It's time to look home. And all of your votes and all of your input counts in the United Cape States. You can get involved and have a look at the website and get involved, put your name down. Because as soon as we become a United Cape States, you will be a member of that new nation. And yes, you will get dual citizenship, whatever that translates into in our time when we are there. I want to tell you, all of you that are there, we had the brain drain leave, but we need the brain gain as you come home. I'm very excited as we look forward to our new future, the building of a first world once again. extremely interesting things are going to happen, and greatness is going to be realized once again on the southern tip of Africa. And this new first world is going to shine a beacon of light into Africa once again, as we did before. So in closing, I'd like to say I'm extremely excited as a group to present to you a new free alternative option of freedom. We will all be free, no matter who you are. If you're a Cape Lander, whether you're located in South Africa or you're located in the diaspora across the world, your voice counts, and you will be a citizen or a member of the United Cape States as a Cape Lander. If you're in the States, you can be involved in electing our future. Help us to stand together as a nation across the world, and let us rebuild this United Cape States, and let us become again a first world nation on the African continent. Thank you for your time. May God bless you.